in the previous step. We have already connected, so we did a few checks, at least in terms of connectivity. We'll show you a few consideration as we go through the installation, because we need also to open some ports on Oracle Cloud as we go along. All right, so let's go into that. Yeah, all right. So I saved some commands. I noticed that I did a mistake because I copied and I changed the name of the repo. While in this guide, it uses the original name that is personal website demo and not personal website. But we'll fix that one as we go. We'll give you a few options to sort that out. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so now what we are going to do is to connect back to our server and run a few commands to update it, to update the software. Okay, so let's copy this. And then we install some packages like Python and Juniper and Nginx and stuff that we need later. We're also going to reboot the machine just to make sure that everything is going to work correctly. Okay, let's pause for a second. Okay, so now we run this command. If you want to make this one faster, you can actually increase the capacity of the resources, so you can increase the size of the virtual machine. Now it's so late, so let's run. It shouldn't take too long, this one either. Okay, now we're going to reboot that machine. So the reboot. Okay, and then in a minute less, we would be able to reconnect. So I'll come back when the machine is back. Okay, so the machine is back. We have just reconnected. So the command we are using is always the same. So you can update your own guide if you want to or not. Okay, so now next step is to clone the GitHub. Now I put my GitHub on my own fork, so is at this location. Now let's see if he's gonna ask me for some authorization, or you call it PyCharm is gonna take care of all of it. That's also the beauty of PyCharm. But, okay, so let's see if I can copy the command. Okay, Rika, so let's check. Yeah, it's pretty much everything here as far as I can see. Now we have to navigate to create a virtual environment. The problem is the name is different, right? So now you can rename this folder, or you can, or you use a website instead of demo going forward. So, but in order to use the guide, so let's just take the easy one and change the name of the folder. And I think I saved the command somewhere. There you go. So this one, what they should change the name. So let's go. Okay, let's check. There you go. Okay, so it worked. Now we have to go here, and I think we already are there. Git pull. Okay, no, so we already did that. Done that. We have to create a virtual environment, so we have to go back and go here. And so Sorry, I was down in the list of command. Now in the backend, we're gonna create a virtual environment. Okay, we enter in the virtual environment. And now we do the same as we did locally. So we stop it and then you have to be on backend as we did in the local. If you're following along, you have seen me doing that on the second step, on the second step. Okay, now it's done. Now, one thing important is that you can move the virtual, the environment variable that is in this file using this command with the CSP, or you can just create a file from scratch and copy. I think I'm gonna use this one as is just easier. All right, so the file is because the files are not synchronized with the backend, so you won't find that file on how do you call it on the repository. So you have to bring it here from here. So now we have an opportunity also to change it. So let's copy all of this. Okay, we're gonna change it later, but the most important thing is to ensure we have production. Now you do Control X, Y, and then clear, and here we go. Now let's go back and let's continue. Now locally, we have to create and build the file in React in order to make sure that we can bring it down correctly and being served by Django. So there is a change in architecture. I won't explain too much, but basically it won't work because there is no Node.js in the other environment on the cloud. So what we need to do is ensuring that we have the most updated code and we didn't make any change. It should be, and so you can see the entire flow. All right, so see, that was not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is to build the web of the area. So this is getting the build. And now I can move the files from one folder to the other. This one is the command to that. We have to make sure that we use the right locations. So in my case, you can just the absolute here, and then yeah, you have to delete this. Okay. Okay, so the file that have been created as part of the um, compilation, how do you call it, when you compile the files. So they are here. So we just commit and then we push to the cloud. Okay, now it's asking me to log in. The push has been acted. to log in, but I have to log in with another. Just give me a second. I managed to find the updates on Git. The issue was just an authorization, so I need to authorize myself on the browser. Now let's keep going and let's go to the next phase. Right. Let's continue. Now, what we did was to move the file so we can actually now um, resync the Git. Right? And now we continue with the installation. So where were we? Um, we renamed. Okay. I will copy it. We uploaded. Yeah. Okay. So now let's go back into the virtual environment. All right. So let's source activate. And now this is a command to move the files that been collected in order to work on the okay. Yeah. You now okay. So now we change. We open the port. It's important to notice that the use IP tables and not the universal file. Okay, we have to remember to open the file. Okay, go to Oracle Cloud. Let me see if we are still steady. Yep. Then we have to go to the network that we created before. And we have to change the security settings. This is the default security list, security rules. Let's take this one. We just add 8,000. Okay, so I copy all the settings, so I just make it easier to go through the menus. Okay, so we did that. And now I think we can actually test from here. Okay, it seems it's working. So what that means is the website potentially should already work. So where was the IP address? Let's see. Okay, so if we visit this website that we activated the browser, in reality, we don't see, so we see the login, and I think this one actually works, but there is no the option to just return the looking field. So I'm not sure if that's normal or we should expect something else at this stage. However, as you can see, we can actually see the backend and we can also log in. So, all right, so let's keep going and see what's the next steps. Okay, so now we have to list the server and we have to create so we go here. The code is this one. You have to take the dash out. So let's do that. Okay, once you've done that, Control X. Yes. Okay, let's add this name. The next step would be to create the service. the Unicorn service. Okay, so this is required to run, the Django server directly without the need to launch the manually. Okay, so we have copy all of this, so we have to remove the dash. Okay. Cool. Okay, seems all right. Okay, now we have this to change the user group, and then we check. Uh, so we activated the socket, and I think check here. Yes, it's working. All right. Now we go and we put Nginx. So same gig. We copy the entire file. Go here. Let's see. Put it here. We have to click out. Okay. Y. And okay, so what's the next step? Is to create this link. Uh, this one we can do later. Let's do extract. Access. Okay. Now we open the door. Then we open the port. Now we have to open the port 80. Yeah. Then we go back to the cloud. Should be here. Let's go back 80. Now we should be done. Okay, I've encountered a few issues, but just because I didn't follow my own sequence. So in reality, you have to remove the default, otherwise you will get conflicts and the system won't work. Then you have to restart Junicorn and to restart Nginx. So actually you can see the commands over here. As I rerun them, I just follow the order. I should have just removed this. All right, so what is happening now is that we can serve the backend. So if we go here and we do admin, now this one is line. So as you can see, so you have to put a slash actually, and this one is working. So you can actually, I do believe, log in. So let's give it a try. Obviously, you need to be admin and backend, right? So, right. So you're logging. So here you can see the users. No, I'm not gonna take this one. All right, so let's log out. Now, one thing to notice is the website is not returning the pages because this one is where the React is missing. By the way, it's now returning the pages because we have changed with Nginx the way they were pointing to the static files. So let's do another change. Now we have to copy the file from the location that we have created from the Git directly to the static files. So if we do this and then we restart the servers. Now, ideally, what should happen is that we also have a visible the front end. So let's see if that actually has worked. There you go. So now you have the website up and running. All the functionality should work. But the problem is The problem is that is not HTTPS and is not on your own domain. So that's the next step. This is what we're going to do as the last step. So securing the website with HTTPS. Thanks for watching. If you have liked so far, consider to like subscribe. I know it's taking a while, but I hope it's worth it. All right. Thank you. See you next time.